I'm a mother, and I know that we live our aspirations through our children. If we never learned how to dance ballet, then when our daughter's born, the first thing we do is put her in ballet. But here I experienced aspirations of the other kind. India was independent 75 years ago, and the generation that was youthful and young and filled with patriotic fervor at that time was our parents' generation. And I found that the children of that generation, when they came to United States of America, they were very hardworking and very diligent and very lucky to be part of the revolution, the dot-com revolution, and they did very well. And then they had imbibed the patriotic fervor of their parents unknowingly. I visited Nizamabad, which is 2-3 hours drive from India's city, Hyderabad, to see the work that was being done in rural transformation by a non-profit called Sandbox there. And when I went there, I happened to stay with the family of a Silicon Valley entrepreneur, Raju Reddy. And I spent time with his father and mother, and I just chanced to look up at a picture on their wall, and I asked him about it, and he told me the story of his participation in India's independence. And the penny just dropped, and I thought, this is where we imbibe the values of our parents to bring about transformation at the grassroots level. And Raju Reddy's Sandbox was changing rice cultivation in India. Rice is a water-intensive crop, and in California we have drought. So I had been covering drought for India Currents. I had written many stories. I had a fellowship with UCLA on water management. And we had seen the strategy, the suffering of the Punjabi farmers who own almond orchards. They had to cut down the trees to just stubs because there was no water. So when I was in Nizamabad, and I saw they were using such unique techniques to save water. Rice cultivation is, as you know, the fields are flooded with water. And they said, no, the rice doesn't need that kind of cultivation. The water is just there to retard growth of weeds. And so they were saving water, they were using rice intensification methods to reduce the use of water for rice cultivation, and it was just fascinating for me. So that is how I ended up writing that story. So actually, the thing is that when I went and stayed with Raju's parents, and I, like I said, the penny dropped, and I realized that many of us live the aspirations of our parents unknowingly. Raju too had not realized that, and when I wrote the story, and it's a very creative process when you write, and you really don't even know yourself what's going to come on paper, and once you finish the story, you are yourself surprised by what you have written. And similarly, when Raju read my story, he was surprised too. And I think that it aids a lot of self-reflection, and it is also an example for our children when they read our stories and stories of our forefathers. I think that we are a generation of immigrants. We came here through hard work. What brought us here was education. We live in Silicon Valley, and it is the Valley of Engineers. All of us are here because sheer hard work. And when we write our stories, it sets an example, the value of education and the value of contributing back to society and helping other people also achieve their dreams. I think that is the value that we want to teach our children, our new American children and our American grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren, because I believe the digital medium, the story is going to live forever.